Good morning, patriots and freedom-loving Americans. Welcome back to America Only. This is episode 8 now, and as promised, we will continue our investigation into the George Floyd, Derek Chauvin case. We will begin looking at body cam footage today, so buckle up because it's going to be one hell of a ride. But first, as always, we're going to cover the news of the day, and we'll get that out of the way pretty quick because there's something a lot bigger and better that we're going to look into today. Schools in West Virginia may no longer prevent unvaccinated children from attending. The circuit judge in Virginia, Michael Froebel, issued a permanent injunction against their vaccine requirements, saying it violated the Freedom of Religion Act that the state legislature passed in 2023. That's West Virginia, not Virginia. And he pointed out that the school boards have not provided any proof that unvaccinated children pose a risk to anybody, which is obvious. And I knew this from the beginning, from 2021. I believe in my state, Washington State, the mask mandates in schools ended in the spring of 2022. I was a freshman in high school, and there was never any logic behind it. I actually argued with teachers about this. My math teacher was very over the nose, one of those fags that is just like always constantly telling you to put your mask on. And I challenged him because he said, you can't take your chances with this. 1 in 200. I know it's a small thing, but you can still die from this. The chances are not 1 in 200 for children. And I brought this up. Below the age of 18, I said, do you know what the chances are? And I was talking to the whole class that you die from COVID. 1 in 737,000. So all through the pandemic, it was already late 2021, early 2022. There had been thousands and thousands of deaths in the United States. I believe it was only in the hundreds with kids. And I'm not going to say all of them because I don't know every case, but it looked like almost all of them had existing conditions, heart problems. So there is literally zero risk that a young child would die of COVID. If you believe in scary things like that, then stop driving your car to the store, because it's way more likely that someone is going to ram into you and kill you than masking your child, making your child get an experimental vaccine that hasn't really worked at all, because it is absolutely ludicrous to suggest that the COVID-19 pandemic provides any threat to children. The COVID-19 vaccine also has a horrible injury record. If you're familiar with VAERS, it's a database where people submit injuries that they sustain from vaccines. And from the year 1992 or 3, I can't remember exactly, all the way up to today, from all other vaccines, there's been 11,000 reports of death occurring after the vaccine. From the COVID vaccine, from the time it was rolled out to now, 38,000 deaths reported. And, some of these might be a little suspect. People might be, assuming something was related to the COVID-19 vaccine that wasn't. But if you look at all other vaccines, every other vaccine, 11,000 altogether. And that's coming on 30 years now. It's crazy that I say that. And then you look at the COVID vaccine, 38,000 in a couple years. That is a problem. And no one wants to talk about it. And it is like a religion with the left that you get this vaccine, even though it hasn't proven to work very well at all. And it obviously didn't eliminate the pandemic, because the pandemic was around long after the vaccine. What truly happened was herd immunity, and studies showed that if you already had the virus, you were 13 times more likely not to get it again than actually getting the vaccine. And I always wondered, why is the left so into this vaccine? Why is it pushed everywhere? It was like a mass formation psychosis. I'm not kidding. The media was just like in lockstep, like they always are. You need to get this. This is a threat to our democracy. And then I realized it all goes back to government control. You wonder, like, you have a sense of pattern recognition. The left is saying something, and you're like, wait, that's not quite right. It all goes back to government control. What did I talk about with immigration? All the people flooding in the country, not benefiting at all, hurting the Democrats' popularity. What is the reason for this? And then you realize everything is part of this bigger plan to slowly let the government get more and more control through fear. It's also with the George Floyd, Derek Chauvin case. Media jumped on it, stirs up racial hatred, makes people divided against each other, left and right and black and white. And it's like, while that's happening, your government is taking more and more and more power and wants to literally take control over your life. And that's why I'm tackling the George Floyd case, is because I'm not pushing an agenda, we're right. That's not what I'm doing at all. I'm showing that these issues are more nuanced than the media would like you to believe. And it's for a reason. The truth is not always going to be push a narrative like the media wants it to do. That's what we have to realize as Americans, is that things don't always line up with our ideology or what we believe. It's important that we know the truth, and it's important that we can come to the truth and have rational discussions about it without being called a racist or Islamophobe or whatever other bullshit they're going to come up with. But anyway, the next news is a little bit concerning to me. I'm not going to dive too deep into it because we have other things to do, but the Trump administration is really pushing this idea of having humanoid robots come into the workforce. And China currently dominates industrial robotics with 1.8 million robots in factories, approximately 4 times the U.S.'s number as of 2023. Our investment is rising on these humanoid robots, and tech leaders are saying it is the physical embodiment of AI because it is critical for manufacturing, tech leadership, national security, defense, and a lot of people don't like to address this issue because it has to do with this sentimental notion, which I do think is true. I mean, there's a lot of jobs that we need, that people need. The unemployment rate is too high. And when we're bringing in we're bringing in robots to do jobs, it's not going to be helpful to that. And it's kind of scary to think that robots are going to replace all these jobs. But then you have to weigh that, on the other hand, with if China beats us in these things, we have no security as a country. If China becomes the number one leader in the world in tech through their use of robots and they have bigger weapons than us, how are we going to feel safe at all in our own country? How are we going to have a country? At a certain point, China will get too powerful and will be a speck if we let them get ahead in everything. I've heard even some well-meaning conservatives saying, we can't let AI start taking over the job market because it's hurtful to humans. And it is a very persuasive argument. I would like to get into the nitty-gritty of it, though. What concerns me about AI is not the fact that it's replacing human jobs, and I'll get to why in a minute. I'm not a Ben Shapiro, okay? It's the fact that the government wants to be in union with AI. That's happening in China. And I think Trump's biggest mistake, it's a character flaw, is that he thinks he wants this strong arm personality. I think in a way he thinks of himself as a leader that is supposed to change everything and make America great himself. It's the difference between positive and negative liberty. Negative liberty says, hey, I'm going to step back. I'm going to enforce the law, make sure immigrants don't pour in here, keep our military strong, keep our borders secure, and I'll let cut taxes, I'll let the American people do the rest. I'll let the states do the rest. That's when we're the most productive. I think he has this idea like, no, I need to be involved. Like, I need my hands in everything. And that's really scary because as Trump has proven to be a good leader, the next leader that is elected might not be a Republican, might not be a conservative like Trump. And when he has this ultimate power to get involved in everything, it's scary. If the U.S. government is in cahoots with big tech companies and in cahoots with AI, that leads to surveillance. It leads to making databases on people. It leads to control, and it's really scary. And it's against the Constitution. We can't have the biggest threat to liberty is government getting involved with private companies. That's why I talked about the Trump accounts are so dangerous, because the baby's investment accounts, the money will keep flowing into the same companies and keep those companies strong. And in return, these companies will do favors for the government. And that was never what our founders intended. And it's very scary to think about. And now to the issue of AI taking people's jobs. I might get slammed for this, but this has been a common theme throughout history. The Industrial Revolution is going to take our jobs. People feared steam engines, sewing machines, tractors, electricity, the computer, the internet. We're going to lose all these jobs. And every time it's proven not to be true, because new jobs open up in different fields. Machines are not made to replace all jobs. They are made to perform specific tasks and make things more efficient. And no machine has ever taken over all tasks humans perform. Because as far as technology can be pushed, machines cannot judge moral trade-offs. They cannot take legal responsibility. They cannot interpret human meaning. They cannot decide what humans should want. And they can't select among competing values. All AI can do is process data, cannot replace human judgment. AI threatened everybody's jobs. It would have to have dexterity equal to human hands, balance better than human bodies, full understanding of unpredictable environments. That is not going to happen. I will tell you right now. Technology doesn't replace all jobs. It just reorganizes them. There will always be a demand for human art, entertainment, movies, plays, books, human care through nurses and doctors, trust. All these fields will open. AI can't replace that. They're robots. What they are going to do is replace jobs where they're going to make them more efficient. And in the long run, it's going to help us compete with China. So AI is not your enemy, it's your friend. All right, as promised, guys, we're going to review the Bodycam footage starting today. And I'm going to give some commentary on it. But as I said, I want you guys to come to your own conclusions. But without much further ado, let's begin. This is where he gives the camera to the officers.
Gentlemen. No, sorry. The driver in there?
Blue bed.
Which one?
The blue one over there.
Which one?
Yep. Just head back in.
Okay.
All right. They're moving around a lot. Let me see your hands.
Damn, man.
Stay in the car. Let me see your other hand.
I'm sorry.
Let me see your other hand.
Please, Mazza.
Both
I didn't
hands.
do nothing.
Put your fucking hands up right now. Let me see your other hand.
All right. What I do though? What did we do?
Put your hand up there. Put your fucking hand up there. Jesus Christ. Keep your fucking hands on the wheel. Keep your fucking hands on the wheel.
Yes, sir. I'm sorry, Mazza.
Who else is in the car?
Some people might jump to the conclusion that that was a very harsh response from the cop to point a gun at George Floyd. And many of you, I don't know, might be thinking, oh, yep, typical white cop shoots black man. Actually, the year before this, so 2019, 14 unarmed black men in this country were shot by cops. the definition of unarmed was very fluid. It meant like, oh, if you dropped your gun or dropped your knife or there was one nearby. So it just meant that they didn't have an arm in their hand. But that same year, 15 cops were fatally shot by black men. One more than the 14 black men fatally shot by cops. So if you want to say that cops shooting black men is an epidemic, black men shooting cops is a bigger epidemic. So yeah, if you came into this with ideology or feelings, that might shift how you think about things. And you have to remember, a lot of cops get killed at traffic stops like this when they pull a gun. It's happened so many times. So I sympathized with this officer wanting to see both of Floyd's hands.
Put
your foot back in.
I'm so sorry. God dang, man. Man, I got shot the same way as I was before.
Okay, well, when I say let me see your hands, you put your fucking hands up.
I'm so sorry, Mr. Officer.
You got him?
Man, dang, man.
Put your hands on top of your head.
Man, Mr. Officer. Last time I got shot like that, Mr. Officer.
Hands on top of your head. Hands on top of your head. Step out of the vehicle and step away from me, all right? Step out and face away. Step out and face away.
Okay, Mr. Please don't shoot me. Please, man.
I'm not going to shoot you. Step out and face away.
I'm going to get out of eye, man. Please don't shoot me, man.
I'm not shooting you, man.
Please, man. I just lost my mom, man.
Taking one out. Step out.
Lost his mom 2 years before this. That's interesting.
Face away.
So sorry.
Step out and face away.
Please don't shoot me, Mr. Officer. Please. Don't shoot me, man.
Step out and face away.
Can you not shoot me, man?
I'm not shooting you. Step out and face away.
Okay. Please, man. Please. I didn't know, man.
Get out of the car.
I didn't know, Mr. Officer. I didn't know.
Fucking hands fucking hands right now.
Hear that? Someone in the crowd. Stop resisting.
Stop moving. Put your hands behind your back then. I'm not going to do nothing. Face in the floor.
Jim's going home.
Hey, you come back. Stay in the car. I'm sorry, Mr. Officer. I get on my knees, whatever. Stop resisting, man. I'm not. Yes, you are. I want to nothing wrong, man. Please, that's okay, man. Stand up. Please, man. Stand up for me. I want to go back. Stand up. I want to go back, man.
You have to admit, this does not look good for Mr. Floyd so far. He is acting erratically and weird and resisting arrest and making the situation much worse. He's hard to control, and he's big, and this would obviously scare these two cops and make it very difficult for them to do their job.
I ain't gonna do none of this wrong, man. Come on, walk with me. Walk with me. Walk with me. My baby, man. God damn, man. Stand up. Why you doing me like that? Stand up. God damn, come on. Man. I just want to stop through. We're trying to get out of the street here so you don't get hit by a car. That's it, man. I was looking, man. But I ain't doing anything wrong. That's all I was saying. Take a seat. Sit down for me. Thank you, man. Thank you, Mr. Officer. Sit down. Thank you, man. God. Sit all the way down. Flatten your feet out. Yes, sir. I will. Please, man. Please, man. You got an ID on you? I got one at home. All right, what's your name? George. George? George Perry Floyd. I don't know what's going on. Man, that's it. Spell it for me. G-E-O. Yep. R-G-E. Last name? Floyd. Yeah, man. F-L-O-Y-D. F-L-O-Y-D? Yes. Date of birth? And last time I got October 14th. October 14th? 73. Man, I got shot last time. Same way, man. If you mind doing me a favor, just run this guy for me. George Floyd. Thank you. Man, you was looking at me, I don't want no problem. I ain't gonna do nothing. Man, do you know why we're here? Why? We're here because it sounds like you gave a fake bill to the individuals in there. Yeah. You understand that? Yes. And do you know why we pulled you out of the car? Because you was not listening to anything we told you. Right. I didn't know what was going on. You listen to us and we will tell you what's going on, all right? When you're moving around like that, that makes us think way more is going on than we need to know.
Right. And that's all I had was officer was
Gotcha, all right. We're going to put you in the back of a squad, all right?
So can I talk to you?
Yeah, we're going to sort all this out, all right?
Please, man.
Is that your car key?
It's my sister.
Key fob right there?
Yes, sir. I got one problem.
Yeah, I'm going to hold on to that for you, all right? Stand up.
Please, man. All right. Can I because I was so messing with him. So I was like, right now, I'm like, what's going on?
Yeah, and look at you, still able to reach your side. You're making me nervous.
That's why I was feeling. I was looking at my wrist. Look at it.
Yeah, I got you. We'll fix all that. We'll fix all that, but you got to walk with me.
Ouchie,
What
man.
are you on something right now?
No, nothing.
Because you acting real erratic.
Man, I'm scared, man.
Let's go.
God,
You got
man.
foam around your mouth, too?
Yes. Yes, I was just moving earlier.
Let's go.
Foam around the mouth and acting erratically. He was definitely on something. He was actually had lethal doses of fentanyl in his body, according to the original autopsy, as well as methamphetamine. The foam at the mouth is a sign of overdose, and obviously there is something not right about this right off the bat. But that's all we'll do today. We'll continue diving into the body cam footage tomorrow, and thanks for watching. All right, we're gonna do our holiday tier list since Christmas is coming up, and I think it's most people's favorite holiday. We are going to rank the holidays from S tier to F tier holidays in order of the holidays as we go. All right, the first holiday of the year is New Year's. I guess it's kind of the last holiday because it's really both days. New Year's, the idea of New Year's is awesome, but it always ends up sucking for some reason because like people are like tired from Christmas and they don't really want to do anything. I'm going to put it in the A tier because it could be an S tier holiday. I mean, it's awesome, you know, going into the new year, you have new goals. It's like a breath of fresh air. Everything's repeating again. It's fun. You have music, you have dancing, the snow's on the ground. It's still like that holiday season fun, but it's not quite an S tier holiday because of people not wanting to have fun. So yeah, I'm gonna put it in A tier. And by the way, we're not doing made up bullshit holidays like MLK Day. He was a communist, and no one really celebrates it. Like, I think it's funny. Like, obviously, people know that it's not that important because no one even celebrates MLK Day. They just want to pretend, you know, schools, you have the day off. The teachers want to pretend they care about Martin Luther King, and really they're just taking the day off like all the kids are. Yeah, anyway. Good Friday, I don't know. I wouldn't really consider that a holiday because it's solemn because Jesus dies, and that would have been a horrible thing to see, and people didn't realize he was going to rise again. But in retrospect, it's also amazing. That was the change of eras because he saved us from our sins. He was the sacrifice. He shed his blood for us. Without Good Friday, we would not be saved. So just the sheer importance of it, I'm going to put it in S tier. And along with Easter, I'm going to put it in S tier. And I think Easter has the same mistake as New Year's. People don't make it fun. It's an extremely important holiday, and I think it needs more attention than it does, especially among your average Americans who aren't super religious, maybe, like I am. We need to re-ingrain Easter back into our culture because the resurrection, the defeat of death, salvation is so important. It is like literally the most important thing in our world because everything here is temporary, and an afterlife is promised, but it just depends on where you go. And Easter is the whole story of that sacrifice Jesus made and his conquering of death. So definitely an S tier holiday. Mother's Day, that sucks. F tier. Like fathers are like, hey, you know, like leave me alone, I'm gonna relax. Mothers, like, have to put their children and husbands into slave labor, and it's like a very narcissistic holiday. It seems like it shouldn't be, but like, you guys have moms, you know what it's like. It's like all of a sudden they think they're all powerful, and like all of a sudden they act like Hitler for a day. No thanks. F tier holiday, not fun, not even a holiday, just a harder day of work than the days you're already working. Memorial Day, B tier, you know, it's spring, everything is blooming, it's that first, like, bout of warm weather, and everyone's feeling good, they want to barbecue. I think it's weird, though, that, like, on a day that we're supposed to be solemn for soldiers that died, we're making hot dogs and blasting music. I think it's a little bit of a contradiction. I think Memorial Day should be eradicated and replaced with something else, because we already have Veterans Day. Veterans Day is a more Memorial Day, because that day actually cares about the soldiers. Memorial Day is just a Monday that you get off. It should be called, like, Warm Weather Day or something, or Barbecue Day. Yeah, definitely B tier. Flag Day, no one really celebrates Flag Day. It's pretty important. It's the official U.S. flag. Is C or D tier. We'll put it in D tier because it could be a C tier holiday, but nobody even celebrates it. It is important. Yeah, that's where it's going to go. Father's Day, B tier. It's not fun for us. It's fun for fathers because they just get left alone. But it's not Mother's Day. It's not as fucking atrocious as that because, you know, you're not working all day. You're kind of just chilling. It's a Sunday. 4th of July, S tier. This is controversial. For a while, I liked 4th of July more than Christmas because I was disappointed at Christmas. Sometimes the family I wanted to see wouldn't come down, and it didn't live up to, you know, how I felt as a kid when I believed in Santa and everything. Hot summer, swimming, barbecue, fireworks, loud music, loving your heritage, being proud to be an American. Hell yeah. S tier. That is like an amazing holiday. Labor Day, kind of Memorial Day, just another, it's hotter than Memorial Day. It's just another summer barbecue day. B tier, don't have much to say about it. Columbus Day, D tier. I know people are really like Columbus Day or mad about it, but yeah, I don't really care. I know he discovered the U.S. and a lot of things wouldn't be without him, but he didn't even discover the U.S. He discovered like part of one of the Caribbean islands. So yeah, it's all right. Veterans Day, I'm going to go with B tier. I think it's important to recognize veterans. It's not like a fun holiday though, but I think it's necessary and a solemn day. Thanksgiving. Sorry to do this to you guys again. My camera cut out. It turns out I have a photo storage problem, so we're getting that managed. Cut off the tier list a little early. I know it's lame. I'm sorry. I'll just give you the last two holidays just straight up. Thanksgiving, A tier. It's not S tier. It's great. The food is great. It's good to see family, but it's kind of a warm up for Christmas. You know, it's a one and done thing. The break is short from school. You just eat, play games, you know, watch some football. Christmas, though, S tier, most important holiday that we celebrate because the resurrection, crucifixion, the church would have never happened if Jesus was born. Most important event. The music, the season, everything about it. Christmas Eve, Christmas Day. It's beautiful. It's amazing. S tier holiday. Sorry, I just had to get that out quick and short. Thanks for watching. Bye.